How on earth are we already almost in October? I have no idea where the year has gone. I have no idea where the year is going. All I know is that it's almost the start of another month and I have plenty of things that I would like to plan. And I normally just do this myself, but I feel like this month you and I are gonna plan together. Now, I'm a big lover of planning. I love a list. I love a calendar, okay? So I am very much excited to share my little schedule. I have 2 calendars here that I'm gonna talk about, and I have a daily calendar which I'm gonna transfer everything to in my own time because you don't need to watch that. But I've been working for a little while now. I've been saving up my money, I've got some plans, I have things I want to do, and today I'd really like to share them with you. So, we have made a slight adjustment to the camera angle, so you are going to be looking at me from my worst side today, so if anyone says anything mean, don't, that's hurtful, but we are currently making a vision board. I've come up with the idea that I might not stick with. We're going to try it for 1 month at least, where I want to make a little vision board with 5 pictures to represent each month. So by the end of the year, I'll have like a full load of vision boards, but this is the first one. So we're gonna give it a go. So I have picked my 5 pictures for the month, and I'm gonna talk about each of them, and then I'm gonna have them like up on the screen because you don't need to see how dirty my MacBook is. It is honestly horrible. I have no reason for it, it's just disgusting. But I'm gonna have each picture and we're gonna talk a little bit about it and see kind of where my head is at for October. So we'll start with this picture. And it is about me writing my book. If you followed me for a while, you know I have been working on a book for a little while, and then I kind of stopped talking about it a couple of months ago, and that is because I haven't written anything in a couple of months. I am exhausted, if I'm gonna be honest. I was at my last job and my schedule was all over the place. I never felt like I had any time to plan around anything or kind of feel at rest, because everything was so last minute with that job. I really enjoyed it. I love the people I work with, but the job itself was definitely becoming kind of disruptive for my life. So, you know, writing, unfortunately, had to be one of the things that I wasn't writing anymore. And I've always kind of felt upset about that, but I started a new job about a month ago now, and the first couple of weeks were tiring, but I'm now kind of on a schedule where I'm pretty comfortable with what's going on. I know what's happening, I know when I'm going to be working, and I know when I have downtime. So my first goal for this month is to get back to writing. The second picture is trying to force myself to get back to the gym. I am feeling so guilty about it. I have no reason to feel guilty, but I feel so bad for not going to the gym, or at least not exercising. And like I said, it was kind of tough to settle into a new routine, but now I have no excuse. Okay, I have no reason to not be at the gym. I'm gonna try and go at least 2 more times this week, at least. It's only Monday, but I'm hopefully getting to 3 times. However, it's just really my own fault. I have no one to blame apart from myself. I could blame my schedule, I could blame my sleep, I could blame routines, whatever. And I do blame those things out loud, but realistically, the problem is me. So we're gonna try and get back to the gym. This picture is trying to get me back reading. I have not finished a book this month. That's not to say I haven't read anything. I have read, I think I'm partway through 3 books at the moment. I have been reading, but I haven't finished any books. It's my own fault again. I have so many books that I kind of enjoy, but I haven't finished. when I could just pick up one book, read it all the way through, and then start a new one. I'm currently reading a book about Formula One. I'm almost finished with Ankh Storm, and I have a book about the Irish language. I have so many interests, and I can't just get through one book. So we're gonna try at least finish 3 I started. Picture number 4 is what I am most excited about. I am going back to the UK. I'm going back for 4 days, and 2 of those days I'm visiting all the filming locations from Pride and Prejudice. My friend and I have planned this trip, and we are both so very excited. It is something I've been dreaming of for a little while, and we're finally going to be able to do it. And that is honestly my favorite thing about working, is not being at work and using the money from work to be able to do stuff that I'm passionate about, go on holidays, go on trips. By the time you're watching this, I will be going to the UK this month and then China the month after. It is obviously still September when I'm filming this, so it's a month until the UK and 2 months until China, but I just have so many things I'm excited about. I have more trips planned in the future as well. I just have so many things that I want to do with my life, and trying to find the balance between work and paying for things and not taking too much time off work because they're gonna get annoyed. Just trying to find that like perfect balance. And finally, I have more money coming in than going out. I am the problem here. I love spending money. I just said I love spending on trips. I have a huge collection of Lego behind me that you might have seen in the earliest part of my video. And I think it was possibly because I went from, being a housewife and trying to be very frugal and smart with our money to having a lot more money coming in and also less money going out, just because, we're not paying for the rent, bills, whatever. We live with my in-laws, which is its own set of difficulties and challenges, but that's not something I'm probably not gonna complain too much about that. I have too many blessings in life to focus on issues, but yeah, I have more money coming in and more free time to be able to spend it. So I'm trying to kind of slow down with buying stuff. October is gonna be my month of kind of slowing down. Obviously, I do have a trip planned, but apart from a trip. And now it's time to talk about my social media calendar. That's what this is. It doesn't look like anything for you guys because the paper is, I don't know, just something about the way the words are on here. It's not very obvious, but I have TikTok, Instagram, my second Instagram account, Chinese social media, and YouTube, and I have 31 boxes here. I think it's because I try and do all of them at once. Not really sure why. I don't get any money from this, but it's fun and I enjoy being creative. But all of these different social medias have different kind of rates of what you should be posting. So for TikTok, it's at least once a day, whilst Instagram here, it's probably every 3 days. That's usually what I'm going for. And it's just trying to find the balance. So I wanted to I'm gonna fill this out and then I'm gonna come back to you guys and we're gonna talk about it. But I'm trying to find the balance between all these social medias. Maybe one day I'll make money from them, but for now it's just a fun little creative project. I'm trying to show this to you without it like reflecting everything, so we're gonna have to go close up, I guess. But here is my October content plan. Have I been a bit ambitious? Potentially, but let's talk about it. So this one here is my YouTube videos. I only have 4 planned because I'm trying to do once a week. I don't know why. I love filming YouTube videos. I love posting them, I love editing. The past 2 months, I've been unable to. I filmed a video yesterday and I'm gonna edit that today. And then obviously I'm gonna edit this video as well. Hopefully that kind of gets me back on track. But yeah, I don't know. I love YouTube. I love posting videos, but my brain has been all over the place at the moment. But this one here is Xiaohongshu. So let me explain first. Everything with the green outline is content I make myself. Everything with the orange outline is Pinterest aesthetic videos. All of this is kind of my own content. I'm really trying hard there because I feel like when I do post, I have pretty great interactions. People are really nice and positive, but I have just I think I used to post a lot of outfit videos, and at the moment I am clearly not doing outfits well. My style has really fallen behind, and I don't really dress nice at the moment, which makes me sad, so I don't want to be dressing lazy. So I feel like if I put stuff on the calendar, I feel more motivated to do it. And then obviously this is my motorbike and cars social media. It just says post because I know I have most of my stuff in my drafts already, so I just need to post it. That's fine. This is Instagram here. Now, as you can tell, most of it is my own content, and I'm trying to keep a frequency that hopefully I can stick to. Thankfully, I do have some really cool stuff planned this month. I have an airsoft date with my husband. He has planned another date that I don't know about yet. I have obviously a trip with my best friend. I'm going to see my family for a time. I have a lot of exciting stuff planned, so hopefully I can kind of get some momentum going and see where that leads me. And finally, TikTok. That is a lot of stuff. That is a lot of stuff to film, and I'm gonna have to move all of this to my digital calendar because it's so much easier for me to know when I'm filming stuff if I see it on a digital calendar. But hopefully you're gonna see a lot more of me this month. Will you? I don't actually know, but this is because my actual life calendar looks like this. That is days I'm at work. I work 5 days a week, which is obviously what normal people do. But after so long of being a housewife, it's been really hard to kind of adjust to work. And I know that's a very privileged thing for me to say, like, yeah, obviously everyone has to go to work. I'm gonna be transparent here for a second. I'm 24 now, and I hoped by now I'd have the family that I dreamed of. And obviously I don't, which has been hard for me to come to terms with, and even harder to come to terms with because I'm at work. And you know, I'm not at home in our own house taking care of our perfect little baby and having like my dream life. And that's fine, but it is hard to adjust to sometimes. Obviously I hope that the future is going to bring me many great things, but for now I'm going to focus on being the best version of me. I want to, you know, make my videos and write my book and spend a ridiculous amount of money on the Lego that you can see. I have so many things I want to do. Obviously I'm going to China soon, I'm going back to the UK. So I'm trying to focus on getting routines, being good at planning, making routines work for me, and hopefully you can see the result of that in the future. So that is my content for this month. It will be the 5th when I post this, so hopefully all the content above this line has been posted. If it has, please say, well done, Millie, you worked really hard. If not, tell me to get working. But I'll see you hopefully next week with another new video. Bye bye for now.